Welcome back. I'm Chelsea Myers, the founder and CEO of Dental Life Coach, and I'm also the host of the Dental Brain Crops podcast. On this channel, we focus on health, happiness, and success of doctors and executives. And today we're going to dive into why some leaders fall into the trap of thinking that everything is urgent and how that way of being can seriously disrupt effectiveness, team productivity, and overall leadership. We are also going to explore how we can benefit from self-reflection and finding a sense of calmness and clarity, especially when there's a lot of chaos. Now, recently, one of my clients, and we'll call him John, was constantly sharing his perception that everything he was dealing with was urgent. And as we discussed it, he revealed something profound that a lot of leaders experience. He said that urgency is what drives success. In other words, the panic and stress were sources of fuel for him. And they are for a lot of people. Behavior is generally addictive, and behavior that results in cortisol and adrenaline surges are some of the most common perpetrators of high stress, low impact leaders. So really, even though John was doing a lot and mentally spinning on even more, his perception of the effectiveness of urgency as a useful fuel was actually pretty skewed. And in truth, it was beginning to have a ripple effect throughout his organization. So let's talk about this. First and foremost, the misconception that everything is urgent leads to a chaotic work environment. Team members start feeling overwhelmed and stressed and unable to prioritize their tasks. And this often results in confusion and missed deadlines and overall decreased productivity. Basically, it's like trying to navigate a ship through a storm with no clear course. You're bound to hit some rocky waters. The stress mentality hampers our ability to, as leaders, effectively prioritize things. If everything is considered high priority, then it's pretty impossible to distinguish between what truly matters and what can wait. And the lack of discernment leads to a random approach where time and energy and resources are spread thin on unimportant tasks. Effective leadership requires the ability to guide and support a team in achieving goals. But if we're engulfed in a perpetual state of urgency, our teams don't have what they need to be high performing or consistent. And leaders in the urgency rut are often viewed as scattered, micromanaging, hasty, and even sometimes intimidating. But there is a way out of this cycle of chaos and inefficiency. Leaders like John are well served to engage in self-reflection. It's really the first place we want to start. What we want to do is take a step back and examine our own behavior and thought patterns. If we're open to learning what we need to learn to improve ourselves, it won't take long to see our areas of opportunity. And then through that introspection, we can recognize the destructive pattern of the everything is urgent mindset and how it impacts everything and everyone around us. Now, in the comments below, let me know, how do you unwind? Do you notice when you need to take a breather and reset? The key is to detach from the constant whirlwind of demands long enough to experience a moment of inner peace and figure out how to generate that type of fuel to more clearly and calmly make decisions about everything on our list. When we're self-aligned, we can assess situations objectively and make informed strategic decisions. We can prioritize effectively so that the most critical tasks get the attention that they deserve, and less important things can be appropriately delegated or delayed. When we feel less intense, we present less intense. And instead of dripping stress and anxiety all over the office, we can become a source of hope and confidence for our team, which is huge because when our team members are no longer bogged down by a sense of constant urgency, they can focus on their work with greater enthusiasm and creativity. As leaders, we set the tone for our environments, and that can either be a battlefield that people have to gear up for each day, or it can be a positive atmosphere where people want to be, fostering a culture of balance and efficiency and teamwork. Effective leadership isn't about reacting to every demand. It's about guiding the ship with a steady hand. If you're trapped in the everything is urgent mindset, remember that a moment of self-reflection and a dose of inner calm can work wonders for leadership and productivity. And if you're enjoying these videos, please remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Continuing to provide access to effective strategies to increase our impact as leaders excites me. And so if there's a topic that you want me to cover, let me know. And until next time, keep up the forward movement.